Hello guys and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earl, and today we're going to be breaking down this 10-game NBA slate. I think we got 5 or 6 official bets. Don't remember the exact number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 official bets for today. Good value on today's slate as well. So we got some good games to go over. Before we go into that, look back at yesterday. Didn't start off well, but it did finish well. We got wins from the Hawks and the Lakers, losses from the Knicks and the Pelicans, so not a profitable day. 2-2, but at least we essentially broke even, so at least that's good enough for right now. Unfortunately, we didn't make money, but we're going to today, so count on that one. But before we jump into this big 10-game slate, if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. We're going to keep on pushing. Me and my brother are posting like 4 videos a day, two each, with the Counter-Strike tournament going on, NBA every day, March Madness starting today as well. And my brother also does hockey, UFC, baseball's coming up. So there's going to be a lot of good stuff coming up. So you guys just make sure you subscribe to the channel, post notifications on, like the video as well, and follow all of our socials. Links to those are in the description for Twitter, Instagram, and Discord, along with our merch site if you guys are interested in getting anything ESB related. All those will be in the link in the description below. Also, the link to Picks and Parleys YouTube channel will be in the description below. I was on the Total Chaos last night, so if you guys wanted to go and check out where I'm going for some over-unders, where I break down those more in detail for tonight's slate, go ahead and check that out. Links to that is in the description below as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the slate. First game up is the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Minus 190 for the Spurs, plus 165 for the Cavs. 4.5 point spread. Over under 211. DeMar DeRozan is out. Andre Drummond is out. Kevin Love is out. LaMarcus Aldridge is out. Other than that, everybody else should be in. So a lot of injuries. And because of that, I am actually going for the under in this one. Both these teams are a little bit lackluster with scoring, and with some of their bigger name players not playing, I am going to lean towards the under in this one. In terms of betting, this is the second worst value game on the day. We have the Spurs winning this game by 5.4 points. Only creates a 0.9 value, so not interested in this one by any stretch of the imagination. There's 5 good games to bet on today, and this one is going to be one that we want to avoid like the plague. Next up, we get the Sacramento Kings taking on the Boston Celtics. In terms of injuries in this one, Bagley is out and Tristan Thompson is out. Other than that, all the starters are in. You got minus 275 for the Celtics, plus 230 for the Kings. 7-point spread in this one. 232 spread over under. And for this one, I was actually leaning towards the under. My mouse isn't working. Okay. Leaning towards the under in this one. We are also going after the going after the Boston Celtics minus 7 today. It's going to be our second best bet of the day. We have the Celtics winning this game by 14.6 points. So we have this one being a blowout. So we do like the Boston Celtics minus 7 today against the Sacramento Kings. Next up, we get the Golden State Warriors taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. And this one's going to be an interesting one. Most likely, I think they said Curry is doubtful and Kelly Oubre is also doubtful. So the 2 big players from Golden State are not going to be playing, which is why Memphis has ballooned to a minus 8. But in all honesty, even without those players in, we still like Golden State plus 8. It's just way too big of a line. Memphis is not a good team by any stretch of the imagination. They have one of the worst records in basketball. I don't even think they have 10 wins yet. I could be wrong on that one totally, but they're just not a good team this year. And even with Golden State having injuries, we still like the Grizzlies to win this game by 1.8 points. But having the Golden State Warriors +8 is a 6.2 value for us because they're still going to have Draymond. They're still going to have Andrew Wiggins. They're still going to have some players. Oh, Wiseman's also out, but they're still going to have some big players in there. So I'm cool with the +8, and I'm going to be taking those points. In terms of over/under, we are going to go under. Without the players, this game should not be scoring as high. That's why I think it's going to be a closer game, low scoring. So we're going to be going after the Golden State Warriors +8 against this Memphis Grizzlies team. Next up, we get another game that we really like, which is the Detroit Pistons taking on the Houston Rockets. -115 for the Rockets, -105 for the Pistons. Pressed on the wrong thing. Hold on. Come on. There we go. 1 point spread, over/under of 214. And for this one, I think we have to go under. These two teams are just not high scoring. They're not good teams. Wall is questionable for Houston. Other than that, all the players are in, which is kind of nice. But we are going to be taking the Houston Rockets in this game. -1. We have them winning by 9.2 points. So that's an 8.2 value on this one. So going after the Houston Rockets is going to be the way that we're going after. It's actually our favorite bet. It's our favorite bet on the day. So going after the Houston Rockets is going to be the way that we go. Next up, we get the Utah Jazz taking on the Toronto Raptors. Looks like everybody is good. Mike Conley is questionable. Other than that, everybody else should be good to go for this one. -195 for the Jazz, +170 for the Raptors. 4.5 point spread on this one. Over/under of 230.5. That one's actually gone up a little bit, but I like the over in this one. Both teams have been trending to the over a lot lately. Both teams have really good offenses. Utah has a decent defense, but I do see this one getting into the mid to high 230s, maybe even into the 240s. And then in terms of betting this game, we're not going to be interested in betting this one. We have the Utah Jazz winning this game by 7 points. So going after, I guess you can go after the Jazz -5. It's only a 2-point value, so not that good. So we're going to not go after this game. But if we were to lean away, it'd be towards the Utah Jazz. Next up, we get the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Orlando Magic. Kyrie Irving is questionable. Durant's still out. I have no clue when he's coming back. Expect to be out for another 1 to 2 weeks, and that was 4 days ago. So he's going to be out for a while. Terrence Ross is questionable. Michael Carter-Williams is questionable. Cole Anthony and Blake Griffin are out. Other than that, everybody else should be good to go. -625 for the Nets. +485 for the Magic. 10.5 point spread. Over/under of 224. We're going to go over. I don't see this one being close, but I feel like the Brooklyn Nets will be able to do enough themselves because the Brooklyn Nets average about 120 points a game. I think they're going to be able to do enough to help boost them up. We have Brooklyn winning this game by 10.7 points, so we're not interested in betting a line on this one because 10.5 is just too steep. So we're going to be avoiding this one, but I do like going with the over in this game. 4 games left. Next up is the Indiana Pacers taking on the Miami Heat. Click phone. There we go. TJ Warren's still out. Trevor Ariza's still out. Andre Iguodala is questionable. Other than that, everybody else should be good. Minus 170 for the Heat, plus 150 for the Pacers. 4-point spread in this one, over under of 215.5. I actually have the over on this one. I went and broke this game down a little bit more in the Picks and Parleys stream, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and check that out. I just went that way. It's actually the one game that me and Cam disagreed on, so a little bit interesting. And then there's a 4-point spread in this one. In terms of betting it, we're not going to. This one was a borderline one. We do have the Miami Heat winning this game by 0.3. So if you wanted to grab this one, it's a 3.7 value on the Pacers plus 4 side. So it could be an interesting bet to go after, but we're going to not make this one an official bet for tonight. We're going to be skipping over it, and we're just not going after that game. 3 games left. Next up, we get the Denver Nuggets taking on the Chicago Bulls. Monte Morris and Gary Harris are going to be out. Other than that, everybody else is in. Minus 290 for the Nuggets, plus 245 for the Bulls. 7-point spread on this one, over under of 224.5. This one's actually gone down because when we did our picks and parlays yesterday, it was up at 229 and I had the under. I'm not going to bet this one this time because it's gone down 4.5 points, which kind of takes away the value for the under. But in terms of choosing a side, we are going to be liking the Denver Nuggets minus 7 in this one. When we first did it, it was minus 7.5, and we have them winning by 13.2 points. So now it should be a 6.2 value. So we definitely like the Denver Nuggets going up against the Chicago Bulls today. 2 games left. Next one's going to be the last one that we're going to be interested in. Dallas Mavericks versus the Portland Trailblazers. Minus 160 for the Mavs. Plus 140 for the Blazers. 3.5-point spread. Over under 228.5. This is another one where last night when we did the picks and parlays, it was up at a 234 over under. Now it's down to a 228, so I'm not interested in this one. If I got it at the minus 234, I would like the under, but not getting it there, so not really liking it. Yusuf Nurkic is still out, so just the same players as usual. Other than that, everybody else should be good to go. And for this game, we do like the Dallas Mavericks minus 3.5. We have them winning by 10.6 points. Creates a 7.1 value. So we do like going after the Dallas Mavericks tonight, who are on some type of a hot streak going up against the Portland Trailblazers. Final game of the night, it's going to be Minnesota taking on Phoenix. Malik Beasley's still suspended. D'Angelo Russell is out. Other than that, everybody else is in. I'm thinking that when I went over the Memphis Grizzlies, I was thinking of the T-Wolves, so correct me there. I correct myself there. But I still think that game's good. Sorry. Minus 750 for the Suns, plus 550 for the T-Wolves. 11-point spread on this one. Over under of 231.5. We're grabbing the over on this one. Like going after the both teams that are going up high on scores, so over in this one. And in terms of betting it, we're not going to be interested in betting it. We have the Phoenix Suns winning this game by 12.7 points, so it only create a 1.7 value. Not good enough on a slate like this. We already got 5 solid plays for today, so we're going to be taking those and running with them. But that's going to wrap it up for the video. I want to thank you guys all for watching. If you guys are new, make sure you subscribe, like the video, turn on those notifications so you know whenever we post a video, like 4 times a day. So just subscribe. We're doing good work here, trying to make some money, trying to make you guys some money, I should say, and trying to grow the channel. All of our socials are in the link in the description below, so go ahead and check all that stuff out. But that's going to do it for today's video. I want to thank you guys all for watching. And until next time, let's make some of that moolah.